Welcome to DeFi Crypto today. Our topic today, Yield Yak. Yield Yak is on Avalanche. Talking a lot about Avalanche these days because it's booming. And Yield Yak, it's been booming as well. This is an interesting project. It's sitting right now, according to DeFi Llama, in fourth position amongst the Avalanche protocols at the moment. It's got around 150 or so $million worth of TVL, which is nice. As we can see here, it was a big boom in mid-August on Avalanche because of the promotion that they're doing with Benki currently, and soon on Aave and Curve and SushiSwap. As far as I know, there's no special deal with Yield Yak, but it's profiting from the boom on Avalanche. So we're going to look at it a little bit today. You can see that volume has been okay. It's kind of growing. If we look at the tokens are at 9,244, which is down 28% in the last 24 hours. They don't issue a ton of tokens, 10,000 of them, and they're very expensive, each one. And yet, probably because the volume is not that great, there's not that much liquidity, okay? The price fluctuations are huge, okay? They can go, just on the 27th, they were at their top at 16,000 per token, and they're down 42% since then. So, if you like price fluctuation, that's a good place to put your money. All right, so let's have a quick look at Yield Yak. Graphic-wise, it's pretty. And it's an auto compound, so you farm and the auto compound the yield for you. So the most popular liquidity pair is AVAX PNG at the moment, 23 million, and you're getting compound APY of 71%. The APR is at 54% right now, and so on. So you got Joe AVAX pairs, DAI USDT pair, you can get 17% on it, and so on and so on. They have a lot of token pairs, so that's probably something for everybody. Check it out. Okay. You can farm, you can swap, you can claim your earnings, and you can stake as well. Pretty much standard in terms of liquidity pools and AMM and so on and so on. Now, you know me, I always like to dig around and see, well, do we have an audit for all this lovely stuff? And I can't find it. So I search online, and Yield Yak has a Medium account, right? They talk about all kinds of nice stuff. Talking about their token, talk about upgrading to the new AVAX token, Avalanche tokens, and so on, blah blah blah. And then eventually, on this page, they talk about, this is back from June, I believe. When's the June 24th. They wrote this security roadmap, a nice picture of a yak, and they explain, okay, what kind of security they're implementing and blah blah blah. And they say they're adding an audit to their security strategy. Where the heck is it? I mean, it's been around. They talked about this back in June. It's been 3 months already, and no trace of it. So, so we have respect for all findings audits produced. We do not consider an audit a marketing tool, a stamp of approval, or even audited contracts find their way on rec, But, okay, perhaps, okay, but it's always a good idea to have other eyes look at your code, okay? When you have your, you're working on your code, your nose on it all day long, maybe you confuse the trees for the forest at some point, and someone else will find a hole and perhaps break into the system and steal the money. Especially if we look at what they're talking about here, the smart contracts holding funds on our platform are not forks. What's a fork? A fork is like a copy of another protocol. If you saw several of my other videos, we noticed that very successful protocols such as Uniswap have been copied dozens of times by several other successful protocols. So basically, they're building upon the success of Uniswap, which has been audited multiple times and is a great project. So their code has stood the test of time. Now, if you modify the Uniswap code, well, those modifications should be audited and so on and so on. But these guys say they don't fork Uniswap or any other protocols. They build their own protocol themselves. See, they are purpose-built contracts to efficiently compound assets. That's nice, but why not get an audit? Maybe you overlooked something. I mean, maybe you're super smart and your code's perfect. Well, congratulations, but let's get an auditor to double check that. Okay? Why? Because I don't trust people, I trust code. That's the whole point of DeFi. Okay? So the code has to be trustworthy. Okay? This is a trustless system. We don't trust intermediaries. We don't trust the people. We trust the code. Okay? In code we trust. So in order for us investors and poor mortals that can't code, okay, we need experts to look at code and say, yeah, that code's perfect, it's fine, it should not have any holes, hackers should not be able to easily take stuff out and mess up the protocol. And that's what would give me confidence to invest in Yield Yak. At the moment, I'm not entirely convinced that it's the best protocol on Avalanche. Okay, it looks quite nice. And maybe it's fine, maybe the code is good, but I have no assurance from anyone else but the Yield Yak people that it's true. Okay? And I'm not putting them down, I'm just saying, okay, look, your site looks great, where's the audit? Show it to me. You talked about an audit back in June, it's almost September, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, I know you think it's secondary, but I think it's primordial. Everybody's got a different perception. Alright, so also, if we check on Rockdock, they're not there. They're not listed in the Avalanche section. We check Yak. And ain't no data. Okay, so Rockdock hasn't checked their code either. There doesn't seem to be an audit, so it's up to you. Okay, it looks like a good project, but I think it's high risk because we don't know. We don't have a third party that evaluated the code and reviewed the code. Okay, so all right, that's it about Yield Yak. If you like this kind of content, please like, please subscribe, please ring the bell, and don't forget to download my free book. Okay, book is free if you download, or you can buy it for $5.99 on Amazon. Until next time, have a good day.